apartment residence and a really funny guy. Well, everyone's gonna be really funny. But he's really funny. If this were a party, I would say, hey, I got a bunch of people I want you to meet. I want you to meet him. Let's meet Mr. Justin P. Drew.
Hello, everybody. Don't let this button-up shirt that doesn't connect in the middle or button up fool you. Comedy is not paying my bills. I work at Starbucks. My official job title is barista, which is an Italian term that means coffee bitch. I don't know how I still have a job. I'm really obnoxious. Like, for example, a couple weeks ago, my boss is flirting with a female customer over the register, and he says to her, he goes, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm a certified official Starbucks coffee master. And she goes, ooh. How do you become a coffee master? That's when I shouted, you have to kill the previous coffee master! There can only be one! Per Starbucks! It's a regulation! I'm really rude to customers, but you deserve it. Like anybody that's ever been a barista can tell you that about 12 times an hour, I have to ask the question, would you like that sweetened? Anytime anybody orders an iced coffee, or an iced tea, or a green tea fucking frappuccino, I have to say, oh, would you like that sweetened? And 9 times out of 12, I get like this hack joke in response. I get, no thank you, I'm already sweet enough. And I have to go hardy har har, because I'm a slave in an apron. Last week, I rebelled. Last week, a woman comes up to my register and I say, hey, would you like that sweet? She goes, no, thank you. You know why? And I said, you have diabetes. Turns out, she had diabetes. She totes had diabetes, guys. She was gonna say she's already sweet enough. I just preempted that by reminding her she's probably gonna lose a limb. And that's the only time in my entire life I've ever been written up for being psychic. Just went ahead and changed my name tag to Cleo. And if you laughed at that, you watched commercials in the 90s. Good job. You're old. Oh, man. The Rolling Stones once sang, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you get what you need. And you guys, I learned that lesson when I went and recently asked my doctor for Xanax, and he prescribed me Zoloft. And he goes, I know you really want Xanax, but I'm just gonna give you Zoloft. And I was like, okay, because he's like, Xanax is really addictive, and I wouldn't want you getting addicted. I was like, oh yeah, that's a terrible idea. And then I Googled, can you snort Zoloft? Turns out it's not recommended. But he says to me, though, he warns me, he goes, listen, I gotta warn you, there is a side effect I have to warn you about. It can delay ejaculation. And I was like, wait, hold up. Did you just say delay ejaculation? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, are you telling me that I can have sex for longer? And he goes, yes. And I'm like, doc, that's not a side effect, that's an ability. That I have acquired like I solved a puzzle in Zelda. Like, you understand? Like, the Zoloft marketing department is completely dropping the ball, guys. That's what Zoloft should do. You should go to your doctor and they're like, what do you want? I want to have sex for longer. Well, here's Zoloft. Oh, are there any side effects? Yeah, happiness. Happiness is a side effect of Zoloft. Enjoy fucking. You guys, I gotta tell you, I've been on Zoloft for 2 months, and I am masturbating forever. A buddy of mine just quit his like sweet-ass job as a CVS pharmacist to go and be an Uber driver. And when he told me, I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you quit that job? He goes, oh, because CVS is evil, and they just signed a contract with the government that allowed them to prescribe OxyContin to 11-year-olds. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to get my little sister as a hookup. So I'm just going to her soccer games, just yelling, get injured! Tell the ER doctor it's 11. I'm just buttering the bottom of her sneakers, just... it's been like a really rough year for all the guys in my family. In the last year, every guy in my family's gotten dumped. It's crazy. My mother left my father earlier this year after 30 years of marriage. And it was really, really crazy. And early on, we had like this heart-to-heart, and I was like, Mom, how could you leave Dad? And she goes, listen, Justin, I love your father. I will love your father until the day I die. But Justin, relationships need to be about more than just great sex. And I was like, well, back into therapy. Me and therapy, it's like Lil Wayne and prison. And I thought we were like one and done with really traumatic sentences from her, but you guys, every time my dad comes up in conversation, my mother says that phrase verbatim. Like she can't not say it. It's basically her version of Make America Great Again. Like picture your parents bang again. And it got so bad. I was at dinner and it was me and my brother and our then girlfriends and my 11-year-old sister and my mom's new boyfriend Larry, or as she likes to call him, Dad 2. And all of a sudden one of us mentioned Dad number 1 and she goes, your father? Listen boys, I will always love your father. And we were like, no! But relationships need to be about more than great sex. And we were like, we get it, Mom. Dad railed you. Dad railed you in Larry Reed's books. Everybody here gets it. Your daughter's eye is twitching. Shit like this is why she's addicted to Oxy. Listen, everybody here gets it. Dad has Thor's hammer in his pants, and Larry understands that reference. I'm Justin Beecher, thank you guys very much.
Thor's hammer in his pants. Okay. I myself,